To determine the jean brands that I'm going to go through in today's video, I pulled data from 2,000 sold listings. So this is not, my experience or my opinion. This is what the data says. I pulled 1,000 pre-owned women's jeans listings from Poshmark and 1,000 from eBay, and specifically filtered for jeans that sold between $51 and $100. If you want to see exactly the filters and sorts, it's on screen now. You can pause to read more, but let's get into the list. The last video I did was the top 10 brands between $25 and $50, and you guys' feedback was you really liked seeing eBay and Poshmark separately because there were some differences. For this video, 8 out of the 10 brands that were the top 10 for Poshmark are also in the top 10 for eBay. So in total in today's video, I'll be telling you 12 brands, 8 that are on both lists, 2 that only made it to eBay, and 2 that only made it to Poshmark. We're going to start from the bottom of the list and work our way to the top. Stay tuned, the number 1 brand accounted for more than 400 of the 2,000 sold listings. But starting at the bottom, this brand is very much so a bolo, a brand to be on the lookout for. And I haven't heard anyone on YouTube talking about this brand. I wasn't familiar with it until I pulled the data. This brand came out number 10 on the eBay list with 17 out of the 1,000 listings from eBay being from this brand. The brand is Kimes Ranch. Jeans from this brand retail for $100 to $150. The style is cowgirl, western, rancher. On the screen now you can see the average sale price for different styles from this brand. To get the average sale prices, I went to Terapeak, an eBay tool, searched for Kimes Ranch women's jeans, filtered for pre-owned, and looked for the last year. Overall, average sale price is $52. Skinny are $40, straight $47, bootcut $52, and wide leg $62. This is going to be a common theme throughout this video and all my other videos about these top jeans right now. Wide leg is doing the best and skinny is doing the worst. Next up is the sell-through rate. So really quick, flash it on the screen here. How I calculate the sell-through rate is the number of sold on eBay in the last 90 days divided by the number currently listed. And I guess what I need to say about Kimes Ranch is these are extremely good sell-through rates. You'll see for the rest of the brands on this video, no one on aggregate, like overall, is over 50%, which just shows you how good these sell-through rates are for this brand. 288%. That means there are 3 times as many listings that have sold in the last 90 days compared to the number that are currently listed. So if there are 100 currently listed, that means 300 have sold in the last 90 days. Skinny, 100% sell-through, straight 265, bootcut 403, wide leg 100%. So don't forget this brand, Kimes Ranch. Looking at the tags, so like the stitching inside of the jeans, I think the reason I haven't heard this brand is maybe I've just been passing it over. The inside stitching reminds me of some much less expensive brands. Specifically, it reminds me of the brand Wallflower, which has an average sale price of $12. So I would not be surprised if I've come upon this brand and just passed it over, assuming it was a lower end brand. This brand will have the style name stitched into the top of the jeans. Next, we're going to go to the number 10 brand on the Poshmark list. That brand is Frame. Jeans from Frame retail for $250 to $300. It is the opposite vibe of Kimes Ranch. Kimes Ranch is western country girl and Frame is more city girl vibes. Average sale price for pre-owned women's jeans from Frame is $34 overall, skinny $20, straight $30, bootcut $28, and wide leg $49. Again, very clearly the wide leg are doing much better than the skinnies. When it comes to sell-through rate, now this sell-through rate is going to be more similar to other brands on this list. Overall, 9%. 9 compared to Kimes Ranch was 288, much lower. Skinny, 5%, straight 15, bootcut 11, wide leg 40%. Looking at this average sale price and the sell-through rate, you might be asking yourself, how did this brand even make it to this list of the top 10 brands that are selling between $51 and $100? Well, it's because of some specific styles. This is again going to be a common theme throughout this video. There's going to be brands where the average sale price is pretty low, but there are specific styles that came up enough in the sold data that the brand made it on the list. So whenever that happens, I will tell you the specific styles to look for. As I mentioned in the last video in this series, there is currently a trending style called barrel jeans, which are like a bow-legged jean. And this is one of the styles that's selling really well from Frame. The ultra high-rise barrel, average sale price is $50 and the sell-through rate is 71%. Two other brands that were coming up in this data that I pulled are the Lay High Flare, average sale price is $38, sell-through rate is 47%, and the Lay Palazzo. This is a wide leg jean, of course. It seems like everything is high rise, wide leg, that's selling really well. Average sale price for the Lay Palazzo is $57 and the sell-through rate is 100%. Again, the main thing you need to take away is barrel jeans, wide leg jeans, flare jeans, very hot right now, and those are generally going to be the ones that are in this data, the ones that are selling for the higher sales price. Unless you get a brand like Kimes Ranch that is just consistently selling well. Next, let's go back to the eBay list and talk about the other brand that didn't come up on the top 10 for Poshmark. That brand is Spanx. Honestly, Spanx would not have been on my list if I had to brainstorm what I thought would come up. Spanx sells pull-on jeans that are pretty popular on the resale market. These jeans retail for $148. The average sale price for Spanx pre-owned women's jeans is $30, skinny $22, straight $35, bootcut $29, wide leg $50, and flare $45. So as you can see, the wide leg and the flare are selling for much more than the skinny. When it comes to sell-through rate, 32% overall, 16% skinny, 129% straight leg, 64 boot cut, 183 wide leg, 148 flare. Something to note, 80% of the solds were skinny and the second most were flare. So if you find this brand, you're probably going to be finding the skinny jeans. And again, average sale price on the skinny was $22 and sell-through was $16. So you're not going to get that $51 to $100 sale. But if you look at both wide leg and flare, wide leg had a $50 average sale price and 183% sell-through, and the flare had a $45 average sale price and 148% sell-through. So you really want to look for the wide leg and the flare from Spanx to get those higher sale prices, and those were what were coming up in my data, were the wide leg and the flare jeans from Spanx. Next up, the brand that came out in Poshmark's top 10 but not eBay's is Madewell. You guys had a lot of opinions about Madewell in my last video. A lot of people commenting that it's selling awful for you. Average sale price is only $21. As you can see, even by style, every style is below $30. When we move to the sell-through rate, it doesn't get much better. Overall sell-through rate 6%, skinny 3%, straight 5%, boot cut 6%, aka Madewell is not selling well, just like you guys have been saying. Wide leg, however, average sell-through rate of 60%. Looking through the sold listings that came up in my data, I had a really hard time finding a specific style to talk about. It seemed like these are just one-off sales where people got lucky and got higher sales prices. There were a few of this style, the flea market overalls. The flea market overalls have an average sale price of $52 and a sell-through rate of 27%. So there is one Madewell Bolo to keep your eye out for. As people in the comments said, and as the data shows though, this style is not doing that well compared to what it used to. Pretty low average sell-through, $21, and a very low sell-through rate of only 6%. Now we're going to get into the 8 brands that made it to the top 10 for both Poshmark and for eBay. First up is Free People. It was number 8 overall. 51 of the 2,000 listings were Free People. Came out number 9 on Poshmark and number 7 on eBay. Here are the average sale prices. Overall $27. Again, we see the lowest is skinny, the highest is wide leg. Here are the sell-through rates. Overall 11%. Again, lowest sell-through rates is skinny, the highest sell-through rate are the wide leg. If we flip back to the average sale price, again, nothing is averaging over $50. So how did it make it into this video? The answer is unique styles. As I went through the 51 listings in my data for Free People, There were actually a lot of styles that had an average sale price of over $50. Like maybe 10 to 15 different styles, and I could do an entire video on just the Free People styles. But in order to make Free People not take up a huge portion of this video, I'm just going to go over 2 of the styles right now. And then in the next video, spoiler alert, Free People comes up again, and so I'll talk about a few more in that video. First up are crochet Zuri jeans. As I said, you're looking for unique jeans, and these definitely fit that bill. Average sale price $51, sell-through rate of 17%. Here is another pair of jeans, the Lotus jeans. They're kind of a barrel leg, and they have ties at the bottoms. Average sale price $53, and sell-through rate of 175%. Again, if you want to know some styles from this brand that sell for even more, stay tuned for my next video, and I'll go through some more styles. Next is the brand that came out number 7 overall, and that is Anthropologie. Came out number 6 on Poshmark and number 9 on eBay. Average sale price overall for pre-owned women's jeans from Anthropologie, $26. Again, consistent theme here. Lowest average sale price is skinny at $18. Highest is wide leg at $36. Also, the sell-through rate is consistent. Overall 15%. Lowest is skinny at 7. Highest is wide leg at 53. Again, looking at the sell-through rates and these average sale prices, you know that you're going to have to look for a specific style from this brand to get the $51 to $100 sales. 2/3 of the sold listings in my data were one style. The Anthropologie has a lot of different brands within it. So the specific brand within Anthropologie is Maeve, and the specific style is the Colette jean. These jeans are cropped, they are wide leg. Average sale price is $51 and sell-through rate is 186%. Just a quick side note, someone commented in my last video that I am sighing a lot or sound like I might have trouble breathing. Well, I am 7 months pregnant and I have a cold, so I'm sorry if my breathing is bothering anyone. So just wanted to note that in case you are noticing my breathing. All right. Let's go to the number 6 overall brand next. It came out number 8 on Poshmark and number 4 on eBay. That brand is Rock Revival. These jeans retail for $174. On the screen now you can see the average sale price. Overall $29. Not much variation at all by style. And the sell-through rate is very consistent as well. 43% overall, 43% for skinny, 47% for straight, 50% for boot cut. Rock Revival doesn't really sell wide leg jeans, so you don't have to worry about that trend with Rock Revival. Really what you're looking for here is condition and size. Find a really good condition pair of Rock Revival jeans. Find a size that people are looking for, and that's how you get the $50 to $100 sale for Rock Revival jeans. The number 5 brand overall is Citizens of Humanity. It came out number 3 on Poshmark and number 8 on eBay. Jeans from this brand retail for $238. Average sale price for pre-owned women's jeans from Citizens of Humanity is $27. $22 for skinny, $27 for straight, $19 for boot cut, and $52 for wide leg. Sell-through rate is again pretty low overall, 15%. Skinny 11, straight 16, boot cut 14, and wide leg 58. One specific style that was coming up in my sold data are the Anina trousers. These are a wide leg jean. They have a looser fit, which is, both of those things are very on trend right now. Average sale price for the Anina trousers for pre-owned is $82 and a sell-through rate of 330%. So this is what you need to be looking for from Citizens of Humanity. Moving into our top 4. Number 4 overall is AGOLDE, with 77 of the 2,000 sold listings being from AGOLDE. It came out number 4 on Poshmark and number 5 on eBay. Average sale price overall is $38. Skinny $25, going up to wide leg, which is currently selling on average for $56. Again, this is based on sales on eBay over the last year. When it comes to sell-through rate, overall sell-through rate 12%, skinny 5%, and then again wide leg is the highest at 64%. One specific style that was coming up in the data is the 90s pinch waist. This is a straight leg, high-rise jean that's ankle length. Average sale price $50 and sell-through rate of 39%. Something I've found interesting is I've heard a couple people say that low-rise jeans are coming back in style, or low-rise jeans are trendy again. And I would say the data I pulled doesn't support this. Like, low-rise jeans aren't coming up in the high sale prices. And even in the last video with the lower ones, low-rise isn't coming up. It's like high-rise, wide leg. That seems to be what's selling the best and what people are looking for. Let me know if you guys have an opinion about that. What do you think? Have you noticed your low rise are selling, or is it still the high rise? Moving on to the number 3 brand. That brand is 7 for All Mankind. 92 of the 2,000 sold listings were from this brand. It came out on number 7 on Poshmark and number 2 on eBay. I'm going to put up the average sale prices and the sell-through rate here, but really you just need to know one style. Here's the average sale prices. Overall, $23. As you can see, wide legs at $40, flares at $36. Here's the sell-through rate. Overall, 13%. Wide leg is at $43, flares at $37. One style accounted for 82 of the 92 sold listings in my data. That style is dojos. Average sale price is $41 for pre-owned dojos from 7 for All Mankind. Sell-through rate is 78%. This style has been selling well since I started on YouTube 7 years ago. I found a pair of pre-owned dojos at a garage sale this summer. I listed them at $70 and got an offer for $65 just a few hours later. So my personal experience aligns with the data here. Dojos have a very distinct style. They are a wide leg flare jean, and they will have a 7 stitched into the back pockets. So keep your eye out for dojos. Even 7 years ago when wide leg wasn't the hot trend, they were selling well, and now wide leg's really in and they continue to sell well. Number 2 overall brand. What brand always comes up that we haven't talked about? Levi's. It came out number 2 overall. 101 of the 2,000 sold listings were Levi's. Number 2 on Poshmark and number 3 on eBay. Average sale price for pre-owned women's jeans from Levi's, $17. Skinny, $14. Straight, $20. Bootcut, $15. And wide leg, $29. The sell-through rate overall, 19%, with skinny being the lowest at 13% and wide leg being the highest at 50%. Going through the 101 sold listings and trying to find some styles to tell you guys to look for, I identified 2 specific styles. The first are carpenter overalls. Average sale price $41 and sell-through rate of 44%. The second are selvage jeans. If you haven't heard of selvage before, selvage isn't a word like Levi's came up with. This is a word that's across all jean companies. As the quote on the screen says, selvage denim is woven on traditional shuttle looms, resulting in a tighter, denser weave compared to non-selvage denim. It's generally known to be a higher way of making denim. And I'll put on a screen a picture so you can kind of see what to look for to identify selvage denim. Average sale price for Levi's women's jeans that are selvage is $49, and the sell-through rate is 32%. I once found a pair of J. Crew selvage jeans, and I listed them, and they sold super fast. I'm pretty sure I underpriced them. So this applies across any jeans brand. If you find selvage denim, you probably have a higher average sale price jean that you found. We have made it to the number 1 brand. It came out number 1 overall, it came out number 1 on Poshmark, and it came out number 1 on eBay. It accounted for 434 of the 2,000 listings that I pulled. For comparison, the number 2 brand Levi's was 101 of the 2,000. So it had 4 times as many as the number 2. The brand is Mother. Overall average sale price for Mother jeans, $52. Skinny, the lowest at $37. That's still a pretty good average sale price. And wide leg, the highest at $73. Straight and boot cut are coming out at $56 and $57. Now if we flip over to the sell-through rate. Overall, 33%. Skinny, 31. Straight, 89. Boot cut, 136. And wide leg, 116. One specific style to look for, again, this is another brand that, spoiler, is going to come up in the next video, and I'll talk about even more styles there. But here's one style to look for, the Weekender Fray. It has a flare, I would call it kind of like a modest flare, and a raw hem. Average sale price $69 and sell-through rate of 268%. On the screen now are your final top 10 women's jeans brands that are selling best right now, between $51 and $100 on eBay and Poshmark. Please comment down below if you learned something from this video. Again, I'm curious to know if you guys have heard of Kimes Ranch. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see the $25 to $50 video, again, I'll have it linked below. And if you want to see the $101 to $250 video, make sure to subscribe. That video will be out shortly. In the meantime, here is a video that YouTube thinks that you'll like from my channel, and here is a video that I think that you might like from my channel. So if you want to go check those out, I'd be really appreciative. Otherwise, I'll see you guys for the next top 10 women's jeans video.